Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to start by prepping my natural nails for the acrylic dual form application that we're going to be doing today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buff away the shine off my natural nail using a hand file. I don't use the e-file because I feel it is too harsh on my natural nail. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to take a brush here and brush off all the excess dust. You don't want that dust on your nails because it will make the acrylic adhering, it really won't work right. So now I'm taking a dehydrator and a cleanser, and I'm going to cleanse my nail with that. It's very important because you want your nails sanitized. And these right here are dual forms that I got off of Amazon. I will have a link down below to them. Most dual forms are pretty much the same thing. There's not much difference. And I've already taken the liberty of marking my dual forms where I want them. Now I'm going to take a dehydrator and a primer, and I'm going to prime my nails. Dehydrator is very, very, very important when you are doing acrylic nails because it will help obviously dehydrate your nails so that your nails won't get oily and you won't have much lifting. I'm just going to put a very thin layer on my natural nails. If you are doing tips, you don't have to put them on your tips, but as you can see, I'm just only putting acrylic on my natural nails, and you only want to do one coat of this. That's all that's really necessary. Next, I will be going in with my primer that I got, oh my gosh, probably a year ago. I don't even know where I got it. Probably Sally's. And the dehydrator that I got was from Sally's too. You're going to want to put 2 coats of primer on your nails. That will make your nails stick much, much longer. 1 coat is fine, but I find that 2 works better for me, at least because I do have oily nails and I have a problem with lifting. Now, the acrylic bonding liquid that I'm going to be using is from ASP, and I also got that from Sally's, and I just put that in a little dampened dish for convenience. The brush that I'm using is also from Sally's, and it is a number 8 round flat brush, I believe. It was about $20. It was fairly cheap, and it is the best brush that I have used so far. I'm also using ASP clear acrylic. And the purpley pink glitter acrylic that I'm using today is something that I made. I do have a video of me making a similar glitter mix, except that one was gold, and I will have a link for that down below. It's essentially the same thing. I'm outside, and I live in Florida, so it's a little bit warmer. Now, when you are putting on the dual forms, you want to make sure that they fit from sidewall to sidewall. I didn't show you guys that, unfortunately, because I forgot, but you do want to make sure that they fit from sidewall to sidewall, and you don't want them to be too snug, because then when you put the acrylic on, it will just be a little bit too tight. So as you can see here, I'm just dipping my brush into the monomer, and I'm making sure that I get out all the bubbles. And then I'm going to dip it back in, and I'm going to get a pretty generous bead of the of the purple glitter mix that I've done here. And I'm just making sure that I take that right up to about where I want the nail to end. And you want to make sure that you definitely pat this into the sides, because when you are doing dual forms, they do have a tendency, the acrylic has a tendency to stay right in the middle. And if that happens, your nail will be too thick in the middle and it won't have enough acrylic on the sides, and you will have them break very, very easy. Fortunately for me, the set that I'm doing is fairly short, so I don't really have to worry about that. But the longer that you make them, definitely the more strength that you're going to want in the stress point, because it will break very easy, trust me. I have had that happen to me before. So I'm going to take a little bit more of that glitter mix right there, and I'm going to put that right on the tip because I felt like there wasn't really enough. And again, definitely make sure that you get it on the sides. That is super important. I kind of went out of frame here, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. And next, I will be taking some of the clear acrylic, and I will be putting that on top, or technically on bottom, of that glitter that I did right there. And the reason that I'm doing that is because when you put acrylic on your nails, you don't want the glitter directly on your nails, because that will make it much, much harder to get it off. And oftentimes that I found that if you are using a more chunky glitter mix, it does make it it doesn't really adhere correctly. I mean, it does adhere, but I tend to get a lot of lifting, as I told you. So when I'm using the chunkier glitters, it doesn't work for me. And now I'm just making sure that I got that clear acrylic all throughout that nail, and I'm going to take it the dual form and I'm going to put it on my nails. I'm going to start at the cuticle, and I want to leave a little bit of a space because oftentimes the acrylic does seep out when you're pressing it on, and you just want to press that on for about 30 seconds until it's firm and it does not lift off. If you have any seepage around the edges of the cuticles, just kind of wipe that away. It'll just, it'll come right off. Now that I've done the rest of my nails, I'm just going to pop these dual forms off. Dual forms are extremely beginner friendly because you don't have to do much filing if you do it right. And it leaves just a beautiful, beautiful shine. You don't even have to use a top coat. As you can see, those nails are too long for me. I wanted something much shorter. So I'm just going to take my clipper and my hand file and I'm going to file those down to my desired length. And this is the final product. They're beautiful and I love the way they sparkle, and I hope you guys really try to recreate this. If you do, let me know how it ends up, and if you have any questions about anything that I did in this video, please leave it down below. Goodbye.